Welcome back, romantic home family, and Merry Christmas from my home to yours. I hope you guys are having a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed holiday. I have my hot tea here and my little cozy puppy dog, Big T Bear. But in today's video, I am so excited to share with you guys a home tour marathon. So this is going to be my Christmas home tours over the last couple of years combined. I'm doing probably a part one and maybe a part two, but we'll see how far we get. But I thought that would be so fun and cozy for you guys just to watch, just having in the background or whatever you guys have going on. Maybe you're still tidying up or getting Christmas presents done or spending time with your family, or you just need some Christmas vibes in your life. Here it is. Cozy Christmas home tour marathon. Also, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a devotional at the end, and make sure you're checking my community tab for my giveaway winner announcements. I've been giving away some of these beautiful little Christmas brooches because I have so many and I just want to bless you guys, and I'm going to be sharing that devotional with you guys at the end. So without further ado, go ahead and grab your cozy Christmas drink, whether it be hot cocoa, some nice cinnamon vanilla tea, or coffee, or lemonade, or maybe even a little Christmas mocktail or cocktail, whatever you guys love. Kick back and let's jump into this cozy Christmas home tour marathon. I love y'all, and I'm so blessed and honored to have you guys here. Let's check it out. Cozy Christmas cottage. I have my favorite Joy's sugared snickerdoodle candle going, and then, oh my goodness, we have a phone call from Santa to Benji Bear. He said he's been a good boy. Now let's grab a cup of coffee and let's look at our daily prayer. We love because he first loved us, 1 John 4:19. I get those from Dollar Tree and they are my favorite. Every morning I share them on my Instagram story with you guys and also my Facebook stories. So here is my living room Christmas tree. I saw this front and center on this video. I also love to do kind of a longer oversized curtain. I think that makes the room look a lot larger and more dramatic. And I do pick up Christmas cooking and magazines at the thrift store throughout the year. Here's an overview of my cozy fireplace, you guys. I put giant bows on either side. I included this big, beautiful garland. And again, I have my cozy Christmas fireplace music on. Let me tell you, I just love hanging out at my house. It feels so peaceful. I've got my little fireplace going. The fireplace was from Walmart. I grabbed that last year and it's really nice to have. I haven't had to use it actually this year as a heater, but it does have a heater option, and then the whole flames on it is fake, but I think it looks really real. And then I just have my little good tidings of comfort and joy pillow over here, just as a reminder when I'm feeling a little bit stressed or whatnot, to just have comfort and joy, and everything's really gonna be okay. So then again, here's my big bows, and then I just hung some cute little stockings on either side with these little thrift store stockings and thrift store stocking hangers. And I do have a video on how I created all the bows for my tree topper and my mantle and all of that fun stuff. cozy cottage dining room. A friend of mine made this centerpiece type mirror, and then I shared with you guys a DIY on how to create this lantern. I love this look where it's just kind of simple with some black and white check, and then I have this bless the food before us, the family beside us, and the love between us. I have some little random kind of thrift store stockings popped in here, and then just some flickering flameless candles with these little golden pheasants I found at a garage sale last season, and then a really pretty garland from Hobby Lobby. I love their full fluffy garlands. It's kind of my splurge in my decor, is to get some nice trees and garlands, and then just collect fun goodies over the season at the thrift stores, or we have some really great thrift stores in our area, as well as some of those flea markets and whatnot. Now, this cute little gingerbread sign did come from Hobby Lobby, and I thought it'd be the perfect spot right here in the transition area from my dining room into my kitchen. We have a really small home actually, but it looks larger because of the way that I've done the curtains, except for my kitchen is very, very cozy and very cottagey. Now, this is a little gnome for the holidays wreath that I created. It's a little wild, kind of like me, with all the deco mesh and the bows, but I love it when my kiddos are home for the holidays. So that sentiment is shared with all. And then I just have my little kitchen. I love to cook for the wrestling team in this kitchen, and I usually have lots of crock pots going for that season. Now, this is another DIY I share with you guys on my channel on how to create a big topper using Dollar Tree Christmas trees, and then some ribbon in a thrift store frame. Here's my little bakery sign and my homemade biscuits, lots of fruit. Again, it is wrestling season. We gotta watch it on how we're eating and try to stay healthy. I have this Joy and Ho 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 little water and food bowl for Benji Bear, and then Tiki, my cat. She has to have hers up and put away. And then here's my little Howdy Holidays mug. This is from Walmart. My mom got me a set of them. They're Pioneer Women's. She got them for me last Christmas. And then my little Today prayer card. And this is We Love Because He First Loved Us, 1 John 4:19. I shared that with you guys at the beginning, but I wanted to share it in the center and just let you know to stay encouraged, to try to be loving, and even sometimes that means we need to love ourselves. My prayer cards again are from Dollar Tree, and these little mugs are from Walmart. And then Benji Bear, oh my goodness, now he loves having his perch on the back of this sectional. It's so funny. He loves perching either on the back towards the door, which is where he's at right now. That's where he likes to nap, but then he also likes to perch in front of the window, and he watches the birds, he watches the UPS man, he watches the kiddos getting off the bus. It's so funny. I did redo my entryway here, and I added a large mirror and then a pretty little table, and then there's my Joy sugared snickerdoodle candle from Bath and Body Works. You guys, it smells so delicious. If you love that homemade, home-baked good smell. In fact, I think sometimes it makes me hungry, if that makes sense. And then I also love this Ghirardelli. I like the peppermint white chocolate bark candies to kind of put by the front door, so when the kiddos are coming home, they can grab a little treat. And then I just have a bunch of thrift store books stacked up underneath. I really do love to decorate with books, and it's fun to have to give people options to grab something if they just want to hang out and read. And then that new kind of Tuscan picture is also from our local thrift store. I'm telling you guys, I thrifted up. Now, the next thing I want to share with you guys was my little Christmas bedroom. My beauty space is a little bit disorganized. Listen, it's busy right now, but I did put a cute little silver kind of tinsel tree. I found this. It's like a really tiny slim tree at Walmart. This was from last season. And then the bedding is from Target, and it's so cozy. Benji Bear loves to lounge out on it. It feels so nice. I love to stay warm and cozy. I usually put 2 blankets on my bed during the winter season, and then I just have a cute little holiday pillow. And then I did decorate my thankful and blessed sign with a pretty little garland. It's a sparkling garland. I believe I found it Hobby Lobby. And then again, we have the star of the show. I hope all my puppy dog friends that are on here that love Benji Bear are having fun seeing him. I know he goes crazy when he watches my other friends on YouTube who have dogs, and they're just barking and having fun, and Benji Bear just goes nuts. So it's so funny. But he loves to hop on the bed and get a tummy rub, and he is going to town on his little scarf. He did calm down chewing on it eventually after we got done with this video, and he doesn't wear a scarf very often anymore. I used to put him on him a lot when he was like little. He was more agreeable, I think, but now he's kind of just like an old frumpy man. He's really not. He's only a year old, but he's my little best bud here, and he's just showing off mom's bed. He has to say hi to everybody. And he expects lots of treats for all his hard work. And then there's his little set of steps. I got those on Amazon because he is a short little thing, and I don't want him jumping on and off the bed because I know that terriers can have hip problems eventually, and so I just don't want that impact on him. And he has a hard time because we have hardwood floors that to get up and on and off the bed is kind of a challenge for him sometimes. So I did buy him a little set of stairs. He's kind of a spoiled pupper. And then I have the same curtain effect that I put in the living room. I put these also in my bedroom. And again, I put the drapery rod all the way to the ceiling, and that just creates a big dramatic effect. When you have a small home, there's so many things you kind of have to do to make it look a little bit larger. But listen, I am so thankful for my little home. It's just perfect for me. It's enough for me to manage and to clean and to keep up with. And even having a small home, I feel like is a lot, especially as you get older and your kiddos start going off to college. You just need less, I feel. And so I'm really thankful and blessed for everything that I have and for you guys being here. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed this Christmas tour. Now, listen, I'm going to ask that you guys comment down below and let me know, what is your favorite Christmas movie? I've got to get a good playlist together for when my kiddos come. I know we've watched a couple of them already this season. One of my favorites is The Polar Express. I also love the funny Christmas movies and even the romantic ones. So let me know. Drop a comment down below. A comment on your favorite Christmas movie is going to enter you into my $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway, and you guys can see the details of the giveaway in the description box. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel, and that will also help you guys out in entering that giveaway. But listen, I'm just so thankful to have you guys here, and I hope everybody is enjoying my little cozy cottage and you guys get some fun, just cozy feelings of peace and joy from the way that I've decorated. It's my gift, and I love sharing my gift with you guys, and I'm really thankful to have you all here, and I hope that it inspires you guys to decorate your home in a cozy cottage fashion and know that you can pick up things from the thrift store and flea markets, and saving up and having some inexpensive little things around. Hobby Lobby, shop those sales, ladies. They have some great stuff. I love shopping their sales. So I love y'all, and I thank you so much for being here, and thank you for saying hi to Benji Bear. I know he loves the attention. And then, I forgot to share my bathroom with you guys. So I put this cute little sign. We go together like hot chocolate and marshmallows. And then this was just a little Dollar Tree DIY that I shared with you guys. So, hey, if you need ideas for any seasonal Dollar Tree DIYs, I pretty much have done I probably have thousands of DIYs on my YouTube channel and also on my Facebook page. So definitely go check those out if you love to watch craft videos and get inspired and just have fun with that. And I just always try to inspire you guys. And remember, you guys can take all of my ideas too and change the ribbon, change the paint color, make them your own. I know not everybody has the same taste in decorating that I do, but you guys can take it and make it your own. So I love y'all. I encourage you to keep up the good work crafting and decorating, and I'll talk to you guys so soon. So starting out, I want to welcome you all into my cozy Christmas living room. We recently updated our flooring. We took out the carpets and added these pretty new floors, and Mr. Romantic and I also painted the walls. A lot of you all asked me about the wall color, and it is called Repose Gray by Sherwin-Williams. And then we traded a friend of ours. We had brown leather couches in here, and I traded them out for these cream leather couches that I really feel like go a lot better with my decor. So just those little small updates have really transformed this space. And then for the theme of my Christmas this year, I wanted it to feel really fun and whimsical. So I went with this Candyland Christmas theme with all of these beautiful red and white striped ribbons and packages. And a lot of these are Dollar Tree DIYs. So if you guys check out the rest of my I Love Christmas series, you guys can see kind of how I put all of this together, including my large living room Christmas tree with this beautiful tree topper that I shared with you guys. It is an amazing bow that everybody can do, truly. And then I shared with you guys these cute little DIY photo ornaments that are from Dollar Tree. You guys know I love my Dollar Tree. And these make a great little gift for grandparents or parents, and they're easy to do with kiddos. I actually did a DIY on these for you guys with my son's girlfriend Skylar, and she's just a huge blessing to us. So then you can see from our living room straight into our dining room. Our home is very modest, but I think it creates kind of a grand, spot to have the Christmas tree here, and then just kind of the more simple view of our dining room table. And then I want you all to meet Benji Bear, my puppy dog, if you guys don't know him yet. We have a puppy dog and a kitty cat, Tinky the cat, and they're kind of our little resident pets that are trotting around in here, although Benji kind of takes over the scene. And so here's an overview. There's my Christmas entryway. I did 2 fairly plain trees. And then a lot of you all have asked about the screensaver on my TV, and that's actually just a YouTube video that plays this really relaxing Christmas music. So you guys definitely want to check that out. You just go into your YouTube search bar and you look for Christmas music, and you'll find this beautiful framed Christmas YouTube video, and it's so relaxing. It's how I start out my day, by playing jazz music or something like that. Now this is the first year I did a different theme in my dining room, and for my dining room I wanted to have a little bit of a winter wonderland kind of glam look. And you all may notice that my dining room table has nothing on it, and I'll explain to you guys why. That's because Tinky the cat is having to kind of separate herself from Benji Bear, our puppy dog. He's a little bit rowdy, and so that's why we have that going on. So now moving into my Christmas kitchen. This is kind of the heart of our home, and again, it is rather small, but I went with a gingerbread fun kind of McKenzie child inspired theme. And if you guys are on my Instagram story, this is where I kind of give you guys my daily inspiration with my prayer cards. I do a prayer card for you guys every morning. The prayer cards are from Dollar Tree, and then I share a cup of coffee with you. This little gingerbread street is from Hobby Lobby, and then I created this over the top garland, and I did share a DIY video for you guys also on this cute little gingerbread picture, as well as on how I put together that garland. I love to do a ton of over the top bows and garlands, and so I hope you guys are loving that. And a lot of you all have really shared with me that you've been so inspired to create your own bows and garlands and wreaths, so I'm loving that. And I'm also loving seeing everybody's post over on my Libby's Romantic Home Facebook group page. Now moving into my little powder room or bathroom, and it is a little bit of a rather small space, but I did paint it and transform it. I painted it white, and let me tell you guys, I had white paint from everywhere. I even painted my shoe to my foot, and Mr. Romantic updated the counters for me, and so it really made a big difference just by changing the paint and updating it that way. And I love my Christmas cookie spray from Bath and Body Works. And then here's a little DIY I shared with you guys using Dollar Tree supplies, and of course going over the top with some glam. Now I'm just going to give you guys a peek of my bedroom because I'm really still working in here. I wasn't for sure that I was ready to share it with you guys because I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm still waiting for my actual bed to come in. I just have the bed frame. So anyway, long story short, but I did put up some new curtains, and I wanted to show that to you guys, as well as that pretty wreath wreath I shared with you guys in a DIY video. And of course, Benji Bear just has to be a part of this show. Now, if you guys have been along with me, you'll know where this space is. This is my Christmas crafting studio. And I went really over the top and big for all of the Christmas decor in here to really give you guys those cozy vibes and all of that. And this will be being transformed after Christmas into a Valentine's Day studio and some winter wonderland as well. But for now, we'll look around and remember all of the fun, cozy Christmas crafts that we created together, starting with that little snowman. I also shared with you guys this Dollar Tree tree topper and really how to create a beautiful tree on a budget. Everything on this tree pretty much is from Dollar Tree or Walmart. So I always want to share with you guys how to create high-end designs and make them look fabulous, and you don't have to break the bank. I even had a neighbor stop by who does Christmas tree decorating for a living, and she spends hundreds of thousands of dollars, and she saw my studio tree and she was truly impressed and really taken aback and said, you know, I really need to go to Dollar Tree and re-examine what they have going on there. And I said, you really need to. So if you guys put something together with a little bit of style and grace, you'd never know it came from Dollar Tree. And just adding in a couple of things that are a little bit more high end really do give you that high end look on a budget. And so as you guys look around too, there's this faux mantle that Mr. Romantic created, and it really gives me something to decorate and share with you guys just more ideas on how to create a lovely space. And then this little tree over here, you guys ask me about that all the time. It's actually made out of coconuts, is what we can gather. My mother-in-law picked it up from the thrift store, and we have no idea where she got it. We have no idea who made it. Everybody asks me about it, and that's all the information I have for you guys, so I apologize for that. But this is my Christmas crafting studio, and it is a true blessing and honor to have you all here and just have you guys crafting along with me. Now moving outside, I did share with you all a DIY mailbox floral, and I do a new floral for every season, and this was our Christmas mailbox floral. And then I do also redecorate my little front yard bike to share with you guys, just to give you guys some ideas. And all of these presents I made using duct tape. I thought it was so genius and weather resistant, and hey, a great way to repurpose and reuse those Amazon boxes. I know I have a ton of them around. And you guys, I was over the moon, excited to have some snow, especially for this video. I feel like it just came at the perfect time. And here is also my little front door Christmas garland. That's another thing I decorate every season. I just try to decorate my home from head to toe to give you guys so many ideas, and I truly love it, you guys. I would do this even if I wasn't doing these videos, so I hope it makes your heart smile and brings you all those cozy Christmas vibes, and I love y'all so much. And then also just some pretty sparkly goodies. My daughter and I actually decorated this tree together. We had on our pajamas, and I didn't really film the entire decor process of adding in the ornaments because she had requested this year to help me, and she hasn't helped me in several years, and I don't put her on camera. And so I just wanted it to kind of be a special moment between us. So but you know, basically I just layered in pretty ornaments, and here are some of the DIYs we did in the last video with the glam DIYs. And if you all are looking for a different style of tree decor, I have done farmhouse and candy cane and gingerbread, all different kinds of themes throughout the years. All you have to do is go back to my I Love Christmas series on my YouTube channel here and just check that out. So I added these mirrors, which were already in my home. I just kind of rearranged them. I put them on either side of my TV to kind of open up the space. I have a very modest home. It's actually the same little original home that I have been in since my kids were babies in diapers. Anyway, and then I decorated the mantle with just some garland and then some pretty sparkling florals, and then those pretty little Hobby Lobby lanterns I've had for a while. I put some little garage sale finds. I found these really pretty little pheasants. I put those inside the lanterns and then added in these pretty white furry stockings on either side of the mantle. And then here's kind of the side view. If you want to know how I put the deer in the tree, I simply tied a little white ribbon around its neck and then attached the ribbon to a tree branch, and then made sure I had kind of a supporting branch up underneath the deer. And then I just used some of these big oversized gold bows. They're from Hobby Lobby. They were like $6, and I think they're half off maybe. Or maybe they were 12 and half off and made it $6. I can't really remember. And there's more Dollar Tree ornaments. Dollar Tree has a lot of really pretty ornaments this year. And then here's a little shot of my fireplace mantle. Let me know what you guys think, if I should add in some pretty ornaments into my mantle. I usually add bows and ornaments into that and make a really big, full, pretty display there. A lot of you all ask about my fireplace, and my fireplace is from Walmart. And then I'm just playing some nice little snowy music, and it had just like a really pretty relaxing theme to it. You can go to your YouTube if you have it on your TV and just type in snowy music or Christmas music, and I'll have these like 8 to 12 hour loops of music and all of that fun stuff. And then in the corner over there, to kind of light up that corner, I added in a small little tinsel tree. So I hope you guys are loving this. Now let's light up this comment section with positivity. Let me know how you guys are decorating your home this year. What theme are you using? Do you enjoy this winter wonderland? I would also like to add in a nativity set. Unfortunately, my little tiny nativity set that I've had for years, it was from a garage sale. It accidentally dropped and broke. So I'm looking to replace that, something budget friendly. I'm going to look at Hobby Lobby, probably, and Dollar General. They have some cute ones. So anyway, I would like to put a nativity set in, possibly under my tree or maybe off next to that little deer. And I do have some really pretty little Dollar Tree cross ornaments that I'm going to share with you guys a fun DIY on. So I hope you guys are loving this and are inspired to decorate, do something a little bit romantic in your home for Christmas, or just something fun, family friendly. And there's my puppy dog Benji Bear. I hope you guys are loving this. There are those lanterns. Again, those are from Hobby Lobby, but I love y'all. And I'm so thankful and blessed to have you guys here. I've done a lot of red Christmas, so I'm interested to see if you guys like my take on the gold and white. I still need to add in the rest of the ornaments. We kind of did that together, and then I haven't revisited this yet. It was quite a big project. But I am going to kind of evenly distribute some more ornaments throughout the tree. And you guys know I really love a really full tree look. You guys can always scale back on this to do something that you love. And again, the gold bows are from TJ Maxx. Hello friends and family, I'm Olivia's Romantic Home, and welcome into my Christmas cottage. I cannot wait to share with you guys everything I have decorated from head to toe in my home, and it is a blessing and honor to have you all here. Come on in, let's grab some coffee and cookies, and let me share with you guys my Christmas decor. Christmas foyer for my home tour with all of the ladies. Filled this blessings basket with prayer cards and also some sweet little candies. I love these wrapped in Ghirardelli candies, and then just some other random candy canes and whatnot. And before they left, I made sure that everybody had a packet of prayer cards. I just hope that helps their holiday be really nice. And then I love to keep my favorite addictive Werthers at the front of my home. Just a nice little sweet treat. I actually, though, have to put them in the closet and hide them from myself because I love eating them like way too many. And then I just have this beautiful nativity set up. For me, Jesus is the reason for the season. And so this just helps keep me in check and remind me this is what we're here to celebrate and to just bring joy and love and goodness into the hearts of our family and friends. And so I have added that to my entryway table this year. And then my important pictures of my children and my family, just beautiful pictures framed in pretty little gold frames that I found at resale shops or at Hobby Lobby, you know, home decor stores. I like making sure that all of my frame colors are cohesive. And then these pretty little lamps I have on either side of my foyer table, and I found these at Hobby Lobby. And then tucked back behind the pictures, I have a wax warmer that I love to put new wax melts in. And then I also will have a candle burning for when my guests come over. I like to do a baked goods candle, and I like to also have something baking. So when my ladies came over, I had baked fresh baked banana bread, and I remember a couple of them commented that it was even still warm. So this one is from Bath & Body Works, and it's sugared snickerdoodle, and it smells so delicious. In fact, I will have people come into my home and tell me that it smells like heaven. So having something smelling good at your foyer table, your entryway table, is such a nice way to make a guest feel cozy. I am such a scent girl, and so I always notice that. So that is something I encourage you all to do. Anyway, for the decor for my foyer, I have added in a Christmas tree on either side of the table. They're somewhat matching. I did share a DIY with you guys on how I created these. These are kind of trees that I just bought at Walmart, and their lights have gone out. So in place of that, I have just clipped some flickering flameless candles. You guys can get these on Amazon. So they have just like a nice little glow in the evening time. I don't need a big light back here in the evening. And then for this, this is just a really beautiful little swag that I added. It has some of those Christmas bells. And so I feel like it's really festive. And then you guys might notice back behind me is the portrait of my kiddos, and we are at the beach. And for this one, I just added a pretty tassel, a bow to the top, and then I used a vintage frame and framed it in a vintage frame. The kids got me that for Christmas a couple of years ago, I think, and so it's just really special. It was a family vacation that we took. I want to talk to you guys about this big, beautiful Christmas tree that I did in my living room. I was able to partner this year with David Christopher's, which is an online high-end designer Christmas tree company, and they are a sweet little couple. They're a faith-based couple, and they're amazing. If you guys have a chance, go check out some of their decorating videos. They're on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, I believe. So it's David Christopher's, but they sent me all of these absolutely incredible decorations, picks, and ribbons for my Christmas tree. So for my Christmas tree this year, I wanted to go with a theme of old world romance. I don't even know really if that makes sense, but I guess just the idea of an old world Christmas mixed in with a romantic theme. So I don't know if you guys can see this down here, but there's some really beautiful roses, these amazing old world Santas, and then there's eucalyptus. There's these really, really gorgeous poinsettias mixed in with everything. There's partridges and is that partridges, pears? I don't know, but they're these beautiful green fruit branches. And then these were probably some of my favorite picks that I've ever had the opportunity to use, and they're green velvet, and they're tipped just so elegantly with sequins and then frosted berries. I'm wondering if they have an after Christmas sale, because if so, I might be popping on and getting some things for next year. I know they did some faith-based ribbon. I think that was custom ribbon this year. I remember seeing them post that. So it has like crosses on it, I think. And then here's some fun little ornaments that were sent to me and the kids a couple of years ago by my sister-in-law. Look at how adorable these are. Somebody had commented on one of my videos that there weren't any, you know, handmade ornaments, but there actually are. I usually add those after I post my big decorating video, but And also when I can find the tote that has them in there. So anyway, but yeah, and then for the ribboning, there's the sequin ribbon, and then there's also the beautiful snowflake ribbon. And then at the top, I did a big giant tree topper with berries and sparkle picks. Another thing I wanted to share with you guys is some of the vintage wrapping paper that I found at the resale shop, and I think it's so pretty. It's very elegant. It's actually originally from Hallmark, and then I just added in some little Dollar Tree ribbon. I created a homemade tag and then added in those little dried oranges and the little sparkle at the top. I don't do all of the presents this way, but I like to create some really pretty ones and just kind of put them in the front of the tree. That way they look really pretty. And I mean, you know, I don't have time to do every single one of them like that. If I did, I would love to do that. So here is the other Christmas tree that I did in my living room, but let's say hi to the star of the show, Mr. Benji Bear. He is my little terrier, and I'm gonna say he feels like he's beefing up for the winter just a little bit. This tree over here, this has been a trend I've noticed for the last year or two, is to kind of do this swag ornaments on your tree. So basically this is probably one of the easiest trees that I have done. You simply take a piece of floral wire and you want to add one of the Christmas ornaments to the base, and then you just string a couple more on, and then you can simply wire it into the tree. And so I just did several bundles of that, and then for the top part I just added in a big beautiful bow, and then I kind of did a reverse on adding in my picks. Instead of adding them to where they're coming up, I added them to where they're kind of cascading down the tree. But they're these mercury glass vases, and they have like a little basket weave around the base. And for this, I just added in some of the remnants of what I had left over from doing my big main Christmas tree. I added this pretty little bow, and then these beautiful gold leaves, just one large poinsettia in, and then I wanted to give it a little bit of a cascade with some of this garland, and then just some pretty berries. Now over here on my mantle, I have 2 sets of stockings hung. To my mantle, I added 2 beautiful reindeer from Hobby Lobby, and I had done a little DIY and share with you guys how you can easily Christmas up your reindeer, just adding in a pretty bow and you know, some greenery cascading down. This bow has beautiful sequins, and then just adding, you know, some berries and this beautiful green pick that I just kind of pulled off from some of my Christmas leftovers from doing my big tree. Again, these were David Christopher's goodies. Now, to create a really full effect, I have layered several different garlands together and then added in a bow in the center of my mantle, a couple of ornaments sprinkled throughout, and then bows on either side. And then I just added in some pretty little poinsettias to the side of that to really Christmas things up. Now for my screensaver on my TV, again, you just go to YouTube, you type in Christmas screensaver, and it has so many different ways to add ambiance to your holiday home. I think this is the perfect way to welcome guests into your home, which you'll want to put Christmas music on as your friends and family come home for the holidays. At least that's what I love to do. It just makes everybody feel in that festive Christmas spirit, and it allows your TV to look like a decor piece rather than just a black box TV. And there's so many different scenes you can choose. So you can choose something with falling snow, you can choose like a winter scene. You could also just choose fine art. So go to your YouTube, search fine art screensaver or Christmas screensaver, and it will have music that plays. So I love adding just that nice little touch, and sometimes it's about all those little nice touches. Welcome in to my Christmas kitchen. This is truly the heart of my home, especially for me in the morning as a very busy mama. I love to have a cup of coffee. I currently have been using Nespresso. It is my favorite coffee. It definitely jumpstarts my day. I'm gonna go ahead and make one because I have a very busy evening tonight. It's actually Friday night, and my son's girlfriend Skylar is graduating from college this weekend, and so we have a lot of family dinners planned and celebrations. So tonight is a family dinner and all of that kind of fun stuff. So I'm gonna have a midday coffee, but for my coffee, I'll share with you guys how I like to dress my coffee. So to dress my coffee, I love to add in a big giant tablespoon of the Italian sweet cream coffee creamer from Aldi's. I also love the Starbucks cinnamon dolce coffee. I just add a big giant dollop of that, give it a little mixy mix. And then I love to take my whipped cream. I also get this at Aldi's. And you'll probably hear my puppy dog come running because I give him a treat of whipped cream. So I add my whipped cream. Here he comes. You guys want to see him? He's so...
Was that yummy? Was that yummy? Oh, that's a good boy. That's a good boy. Oh, that's a good boy.
The next thing that I add to my coffee is just a little shake of cinnamon, and then I put it in the microwave for 39 seconds to let that whipped cream melt down, and it is so yummy. I have 2 cups of this every morning. I never have a third cup, but today I'm gonna have that third cup because I do feel like I need that extra boost of caffeine with everything that I have going on over the weekend. Okay, now that I have my delicious coffee, I'm gonna show you guys around my little Christmas kitchen, starting out with, of course, the heart of the home, where I make all my delicious treats and dinners for my family. I have the cute little McKenzie child stuff set out right now. And if you guys can see up here, I also added a beautiful garland to the top part of my little kitchen cabinets. I put gingerbread houses up there and some faux cakes that Alyssa and I made. And then another fun little gingerbread thing. Because my counter is so small, I actually have my utensils put up. There's just very, very, very little room on my kitchen counter, especially when I'm hosting get-togethers. But you know what? It's a cozy, fun little space, and it's easy for me to manage. So there's that. Now let me share with you guys this cute little Christmas setup that I have here. So I just have muffins that I shared with my ladies for the Christmas home tour. And then I added this fun little crown to the top of my little muffin tin. And then for the Christmas cookie plate, when I had all the cookies set out for the ladies, I used this fun little Christmas cookies plate, and it even has a fun little recipe. Would you guys like a cookie? I'm telling you, these are so delicious. I have chocolate chip and I have cranberry, and then my favorite right here are these cream-filled ginger snaps. Now over here, this is kind of my entertaining table, and I had the idea to add in this 3-tiered dessert tray, or really it could be any kind of tray. It's really heavy duty. I found it at Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago. It was actually on the Christmas clearance, I think 2 years ago. But what I did for this one, for my entertaining yesterday, was I added just the small little bottled waters to these. I find that when you're having guests over, it's better to have the little short bottled water, because I notice that no matter what guests I'm having over, everybody loves to grab a bottle of water dishes. But here is, I think that originally these were the champagne glasses for back in the day. They actually were these little short glasses, and I believe that these were the wine glasses. So I have a full set of these. I've always wanted a full set of beautiful dishes, and along with the dish set, I found a complete china set of 12 with this beautiful pattern, and I believe that this is Noritake, but they're gold rimmed. And the funny part about that is I have been looking for a gold rim vintage china set for months, scouring the thrift store, and I just happened to stumble into the thrift store one day, and the complete set, and I mean it was in mint condition. The little lady that owned it never used it. Her husband had bought it for her, and they were married for 50 plus years. So to find this beautiful set that she had, you know, so lovingly donated, and look at how pretty that pattern is. And oh my goodness, I'm just in love. And I vowed to use this set as much as possible. So I have this cute little sign that says "'Twas the night before Christmas," because we've really turned up the volume on adding Christmas, Christmas, Christmas to everything. From Dollar Tree, I found these beautiful, and I consider them to be very elegant poinsettia napkins. Now the choice for plates was a little bit less elegant, so I chose these cute little snowflake plates, which I think they're adorable. And from Dollar Tree, and they're just toss away plates, so we're not going to worry about that. Now I did find this beautiful vintage vase at a local flea market, and I shared with you guys how to add kind of some whimsy to just your regular vases. And so for this one, I had added these cute little candy cane goodies, and then to pull in the vase, I just added in these beautiful, this was a super high-end frosted David Christopher's piece. And again, this was just kind of some remnants from my big tree, and so I just created this super easy little elegant floral arrangement. And so because I have so many kind of fun and whimsical gingerbread things sitting around my kitchen, like this cute little gingerbread house. This is from Hobby Lobby, and actually it looks like it lights up. You know, I've never pulled out the little thing. Look at that, it lights up. I just realized that, and it had a battery that was working. You guys must be good luck for this home tour. So anyway, but I thought that this, the fun and then the elegance just kind of were just a fun little touch, because this is kind of my serving area and drink area and all of that kind of fun stuff. And then this beautiful painting is from a resale shop as well. So I just thought that was a nice touch. And then to open up my space, I did add matching mirrors. These are an Anthropology dupe that they have at Hobby Lobby. They also have a similar one at Walmart that they're currently carrying. But my home is so small that to make it feel bigger and appear to just have more life and light and size, I add mirrors. And that kind of is a trick on the eye, to where when you look at the space, you're like, oh, it feels a little bit bigger, but it's really not. Now moving over to the other side of my little cottage kitchen, I have this cute little fresh baked gingerbread treats sign set out. It's actually covering up the outlet cover. And then again, I have one of these little gingerbread houses, and little did I know, they light up. So let's see if this one, look at that, how adorable is that? Who knew? From 1998, you guys know I'm a 90s, 2000s girl, and I have no shame in my vintage game. I like to set it out to different pages. I think for Thanksgiving, I did an hors d'oeuvre page, but I love the richness of, it has little sugar plum pillowcases, so it has ideas for homemaking, which I love homemaking. My mother was a homemaker, and so I love DIY crafts. I mean, there's so many fun little crafts that you guys can create in here, but then it has just beautiful pictures of just really elegant place settings. And I even loved this little idea for, you know, behind your dining room chair, which I added florals and bows to my chair. So these were just kind of some fun ideas. And actually I found somebody's business card back in there, but on this page I have it turned to all the trimmings. And so we're just going to set that out because the next event that I will be hosting will be Christmas dinner with my family. And then for this beautiful little Christmas tree, this is actually an inexpensive little $5 Target Christmas tree that I put down into my McKenzie Childs canisters. You guys know that I love McKenzie Childs, and I've been collecting just a couple of their pieces when they go on massive sale over the years. And then I shared with you guys a DIY on how to create these really pretty little dried oranges. And I added a bow and some candy canes to the top. And so let me share with you guys a little bit more in my kitchen. Now, underneath all of the counters, I will tell you that I added these little inexpensive Amazon lights. It brings such a mood into my kitchen. I absolutely love it. And so I added in just a couple of little oranges and then some of those little foam roses from Amazon to give it just a little bit of a Christmas touch. But because I didn't attach the garland like with super heavy duty attachments, I just wanted to keep it very light and simple with that. So let me show you one more little space in my kitchen that's kind of cute. Okay, I'm definitely a craft nerd, but beyond that, I'm also an organization nerd, and I love finding new ways to organize things. You guys, this fun idea for creating elegance and whimsy in with your dish soap and your hand soap. Don't look too closely because listen, this is real life and I really use all of this. But I simply added these cute little bottles I found off of Amazon. I put my Dawn dish soap in here and you guys can see that it says dish soap, and then just my hand soap in here. And then I added them to an antique tray to just make it feel a little bit more fancy. And then another fun thing you guys can do to fancy up your kitchen is put regular everyday objects inside of just little vintage jars. So this is my sponge and then my dish brush, which you have to have at your sink. You have to live a real life. And so my kitchen is so small, I'm just gonna leave that out and put it right there. And then I found some fancy, at a resale shop, I found these beautiful fancy tassels. I did add some pretty Christmas whimsy to my little kitchen chandelier over there. And then probably my most favorite thing, and excuse my dishes, listen, I am just rolling with it with this Christmas home tour, but I have to share you what the kids do for me every year is they make a Christmas calendar for me, actually just a calendar for me. They give it to me for Christmas, and look at how cute the Christmas jammies are. So we're gonna be doing Christmas jammies again this year. We've done them every year for the last couple of years. So I'm excited for that, and I just keep that on the side of my fridge. And I have a little command hook that holds about 3 pounds because calendars can be heavy, but that way when I'm washing dishes, I can see pictures of my family and all of that kind of fun stuff. And then another fun thing I have to share with you guys over here. So these you can also get off of Amazon, but it always drives me crazy when my pictures are falling down using magnets. So these are my 2 sons, but these are just little sleeves that you can buy to fit your pictures down in, and then they simply go directly onto your refrigerator, and you can have all of your pictures organized. I've tried to keep my refrigerator clutter free, but there's just no way. My heart just always wants to see my kids, and so I plaster my refrigerator full of my kids' pictures. So I think that's just a fun thing to do, and I have Christmas cards from friends and family that have started coming in, so all of that kind of fun stuff. Now let's pop in to my Christmas dining room. So recently our pastor in church talked about inviting people to dine at your table and to have a seat at your table. I hope this Christmas you welcome people to your table. You forgive people that need to be forgiven, and you forgive yourself or ask for forgiveness if that needs to happen. So for my dining room table, I just added in this sweet little plaid tablecloth The setting is constantly changing here in my dining room. But I have these cute little table and chair sets. I got them at the thrift store years ago, and they're vintage, kind of just like me. But for my table setting, I'm going to be using these, and I use these for Thanksgiving. But again, this is that Noritake china that I found at a resale shop, and I just have these plates layered. And then from Hobby Lobby on clearance, I found these beautiful brown kind of bamboo plates. This is more of like an everyday setting. I also have gold chargers that I like to use for a more glamorous setting. I think for the holidays, it's also really, really nice to just set out fruit. I know I have so much candy set around, but I also like to set out fruit to kind of pull in that natural element. And then for my candlesticks, I found these beautiful candlesticks, again at a resale shop. And then at Home Goods, I found these lovely spiral candlesticks that are absolutely gorgeous. And then for my centerpiece, I like to add in, during the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas, I love using these quail or pheasants. Can't remember which ones they are. And then of course the flickering flameless candles. Again, these are in my Amazon store, but these are just really lovely. They just cast such a nice glow, and they're super safe. They are not going to be melting down anywhere. And then for my centerpiece, I have this chinoiserie jar with a pretty little floral that I had created. The Christmas tree that you all see in the background, I shared with you guys in another video. In fact, you guys can find all of my decorations in a video on my YouTube channel or my Facebook. Tree that I created at the beginning of the Christmas season. And I went with a lot of soft creams and whites. In fact, last year's theme was a Christmas, more of a glam Christmas with all whites and golds and creams. So I did have quite a bit of ornaments left over from that. I didn't decorate nearly as much last year, so I just had enough really to do this big tree. And then up above this, we have my chandelier, and to pull in kind of some of that chinoiserie that's over here on the table, I added in the chinoiserie ribbon, which you guys can easily find on Amazon. And then I also added the chinoiserie ribbon over here and with my little chair settings. And then I added in just this pretty sparkly piece, and then just some realistic white roses to kind of go in with this glam tree over here. I took you guys off my tripod because I can't really show you guys the full effect. So here is the glam tree, and I put feathers at the top, and then I have my pretty little owls and lots of ribboning. And then this was from my sweet friend Mel. She makes these really cute little dolls, and they're like the little vintage Kellogg dolls. She does not sell them, so please, I don't have any way to link them. But also from my friend Lorena's flea market booth, I found this beautiful romantic painting, and then I just put little vintage mirrors on either side of that. And so I was gonna go with all creams in my dining room, but I kind of ran out of time to just make that a cream-filled theme and room. So I just kind of rolled with adding in some of the reds and the creams and all of those different colors. So welcome in to my cozy Christmas bedroom. In this room, I actually put up a full-size tree. This is the first year I have done a full-size tree in my bedroom, but I used a technique where I swagged the poinsettias and then I swagged the ribbon and the ornaments. There is a full video on how I created this beautiful tree on my YouTube channel. Okay, now moving in to my bedroom setting, I love to get really dramatic and just creative with how I use curtains in pretty much all of my rooms, even my bathrooms. I think that they can really just add style and grace to a room, and that's really what I wanted to do in my bedroom. My bedroom is really small and it's painted white, and repainting things is just, to me, I would love to have the energy and time to repaint my room when I get in the mood to do a different color. I may start exploring some wallpaper options, but for now, a little trick that I have that's very easy for me to do is just adding curtains to the backdrop of my bed. And so for this one, I used these gold curtains, and they have these really pretty little tassels that come off the sides. Believe it or not, I found everything at a resale shop. I was going to be able to create this, but I love it. I love the I don't know if you guys remember from the 90s or 2000s, Jessa McClintock. I think I'm saying that correctly, but my mom used to always buy us Easter dresses from that line. And to me, it was a designer line. Growing up on 100 acres in Arkansas, you know, I didn't know anything about designers except for what I would see in magazines. And I remember thinking how beautiful her creations were. And so that's kind of reminiscent of how I feel about this bedding. It's kind of that old or vintage 90s, 2000s. Which that's funny to say that the 90s is vintage, but it is, and it's actually back in style. So who knew? My big hair and my big patterns are back in style for some, and for me, maybe they never really went out. Then I have my pretty little joy pillow, and that is just, you know, I think I picked that up at Michael's years ago. This beautiful tray is actually a find that I think I found at a garage sale 20 years ago, but it's just a large mirror, and it has a really ornate scrolling pattern. And on it, I just have this pretty little DIY that I shared with you guys on another video. And this is just like a little floral off of Amazon, but I Christmased it, which you guys are probably wondering how much work I'm going to have to undo all of my Christmas. Well, fun fact, we're going to do a Valentine's Day or romantic home tour in February. So I'm going to be unchristmasing some things, but then adding back in hearts and roses and all of that kind of fun stuff. And then also from a resale shop, I found this really beautiful acrylic baby Jesus, Mary and Joseph. And actually you can see this is from a resale shop, and it was $7.37. So probably need to take the tag off of that. And then you guys know my favorite thing under the sun are the flickering flameless candles that you find on Amazon, and hopefully my battery didn't go dead. But so these are really great, especially if you have pets or small children. They do mimic, you know, a flickering flame. And let me just turn this light off so maybe you guys can see a little bit better. There it is. But I have these linked to my Olivia's Romantic Home Amazon store if you guys want to check that. This one is one of my favorites. This one is one of my favorites, and it is called Merry Christmas Ambiance. And then over here on my little table, I just have a picture of me and all of my kiddos, and this beautiful, elegant swag that I created, really with just the remnants, trimmings of my Christmas tree. And then at a resale shop, I just found this little lamp. And one of my favorite things to add to bring ambiance to any room is a small little lamp. I'm not a big fan of overhead lighting at all. I think I got that from my mom, but I really love the cozy vibe of lamps. Now over here we are at my vanity dressing table. I suggest if you all can fit one of these into your bedroom or just any little space that you have, this makes you feel so glamorous. And I found this on Amazon. It's a tiny table because this is just a little bitty tiny space. I have this vintage chair, so you might hear it's kind of squeaky. And then I have all of my makeup stored in here. And I have a mirrored light here, and it's magnified because guess what, you guys, my eyes are starting to go bad. These are terrible. They're from Dollar Tree. I have good glasses, but I misplaced them somewhere. And then I just love to find really pretty vintage bowls at resale shops. And in this one, I have all of my favorite headbands. I love wearing headbands. Some pretty pearls, and then this super cute pink passport book, which I found on Amazon. I still have not had a chance to travel internationally since attending my sister's wedding in London, is where her and her husband live, but I hope to do that very soon. And then to make this feel a little bit more Christmassy, I added this beautiful David Christopher's Magnolia Poinsettia pick with the gold center. And then I also have my Jolly Gingerbread Village hand cream, body cream. It's body cream from Bath and Body Works, and it smells so good. My favorite perfume that I am wearing right now is Valentino. I actually got this for my daughter and she didn't like it, and so I started wearing it, and I've had quite a bit of compliments on it. So anyway, this is my little dressing space, and then this beautiful picture back here is something that I picked up at a resale shop. I'm always looking for unique art at resale shops, and you know, then I like to change them around, and then if it doesn't work in my home, I'll give it away to a friend, or I've been known to also just redonate things. Welcome in to my Christmas powder room. Okay, so this is a very small space. In fact, I can barely fit my tripod in the doorway here to even show it off to you all, but I Christmased my mirror here, so I added this beautiful garland, and basically I just took a very terrible crunchy garland that was not cute to look at, and what I did to kind of trick the eye to make it look a little bit more high end is I added in at the base this beautiful Hobby Lobby garland. I knew that I was going to be covering the center part up with bows and you know, Christmas ornaments, so I didn't worry about how just not cute the garland was. And it wasn't terrible. It's just a green garland that was just pretty boring. It didn't have like a lot of pretty greenery or anything in it. So to really jazz it up, again, I added in some of the drippy kind of frosted garland from Hobby Lobby. Super easy to clip apart, which is something to look for if you're going to take garland and use it as picks. You want to find something that isn't going to kill your hands when you're trying to clip it apart. And then I added some of these beautiful velvet greenery with, and these are just, they almost remind me of a mistletoe leaf, but they're so beautiful. They're from David Christopher's, and they were remnant left over from decorating my large living room tree. And then I just did cluster ornaments. I added them in to either side and then the center. So I did it in threes, which is a little decorating tip you guys might want to use. And then I created these big, large red velvet bows. And then I added a little bit of a deeper, smaller velvet ribbon into the center to finish it off. I attached everything with zip ties so it stays on there really nicely, and I'm actually going to keep this garland up through the new year, and I'm going to change out the ornaments, and we're going to do some beautiful, probably Victorian style cherubs or hearts. I am going to be having a romantic Valentine's Day home tour for you all to enjoy. And then for my pretty little hand towel here, I picked these up at a resale shop. I think they were 50 cents, regularly $1. What a steal. And then I found this beautiful, this is actually a larger bath towel, but I just, you know, folded it in a really lovely manner. And so this is a larger hand towel holder, and that way I have two little hand towels there. And then for my smelly good, I have the winter candy apple from Bath and Body Works. Oh, it smells so delicious, and it's so Christmassy. This is really whimsical and kind of silly, but I created a little Christmas toilet paper, and so I just basically cut and wrapped a couple of rolls of toilet paper and then added a jewel, and then I'm adding a plain roll to the top of my little toilet paper holder here, and that way my guests don't feel bad about unwrapping one of the toilet paper rolls that's fancy. This I will not be able to keep up with by any means, but for Christmas, how cute is that to have some fancy potty paper? And then let me take you guys just a little bit higher here. We have this beautiful reindeer and just these really sweet little trees. And then I did some curtaining over here. And then I created some of that fancy curtaining that I was telling you all about, where I added just an extra rod up here at the top. And then I found these beautiful panels with the beautiful fringe. And it is a really deep maroon color. So I think that combining reds is so beautiful. It might be something that, you know, you think that you can't do, but for me, I think that it just looks absolutely stunning. It looks so elegant. I added in this beautiful panel to either side of my shower curtain, and then my shower curtain is just underneath here. And if you guys want to get really fancy, you can order these beautiful bottles off of Amazon and put your shampoo and conditioner in them. And then also look for some pretty little soap bottles. How pretty is that? And this just has regular Olivia soap, but you know, when a guest comes over or when I'm, you know, taking a shower, I just think it's a nice little touch, and it's not an expensive thing to do, but it just makes your home feel a little bit more luxurious.
Santa, please leave your name, message, and what you want for Christmas after the tone, and Santa will add it to his list. Ho, ho, ho!
Hi Santa, this is Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and I am so excited for Christmas. This year I would love to ask for peace, love, and joy for all of my family and friends. And P.S. we have all been on the nice list. Talk soon. Bye. Okay, you guys, welcome into my Christmas guest bedroom. This is actually my son's bedroom. He's been off to college for many years now, so I thought, you know what, we're gonna turn this into kind of a Christmas wonderland. Over here, I have created a fun little whimsical gingerbread tree. I'm hanging on to all of my gingerbread goodies because in hopes of one day, once they're all out of college and ready to settle down, they can start having some grandbabies for me. I'm super excited for that. So anyway, I decorated this fun little tree with some whimsical treasures here. For my guests, I do like to put out a lovely little vintage serving tray of waters and chocolates, and sometimes I'll put fruit out. It just really depends. And then I have a family picture over here, and just a cute little hot chocolate sign. Now over here with the guest bedding, I found this beautiful bedding at a flea market, and of course it was factory sealed. So and then I just set out this fun little tray. This is actually my computer tray, but I thought it would be so fun for my Christmas home tour. My dear friend Cheryl sent me this mug, and it says, I just want to bake cookies, drink hot cocoa, and watch Christmas movies, which I plan to do that for the next couple of days. Hopefully once Christmas gets closer. I put a cute little candy cane inside, and then added just some little Hershey Kisses. For the little book, I thought it would be super sweet. I had picked this up at a resale shop years ago, and it's a family Christmas Eve, and it's celebrating Christ's birth through scripture and song, and it is so beautiful. In fact, I think I might read this in a video for you guys if I can remember to do that around Christmas time. And it says, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, and the Prince of Peace. And that's Isaiah 9:6. And the intro says, what a joyous time of year. The air is filled with happy carols, glittering strings of lights punctuate the darkness, and children await with eager anticipation the surprise of Christmas morning. Neighbors exchange tokens of friendship, our hearts expand with gestures of giving, and all the world unites in wishes of peace and goodwill. Mere words seem inadequate to capture the magic of Christmas. Neither can they adequately convey our feelings as we focus on remembering the real meaning of Christmas. We are consumed with overwhelming gratitude and love as we recall our Savior, a babe in a humble stable, changing the course of all humankind with the enormity of his singular sacrifice. Because of him, we have the unparalleled possibility of returning home to our loving Father one day. It is our hope that these beautiful illustrations, touching hymns, and sacred words of Scripture will invite the Spirit into your home this season as you celebrate the holy birth of the Messiah. And then it came upon a midnight clear, and it has the words and the music notes, and then it begins this story with the angel Gabriel. So I think that'll be a beautiful story to read. I hope to read this to my kiddos, and I just have that on top of a pretty little Christmas napkin. And then it says good tidings of comfort and joy on the beautiful pillow. I really want my guests to just be able to feel like that they can relax and feel comforted and feel like they are safe in my home. I think a home should be a safe place no matter what. Create a safe place for yourselves and your loved ones. Now let me share with you all my Christmas crafting studio. So I have it set up as kind of a cozy space. This is just like a little reading area with an extra chair and books and a lamp. Then we have kind of like a little workout area over there. And then I put a sofa next to my office chair, and this space is actually out in my garage. So I've done a lot of work over it over the last couple of years, and I painted it to look like my living room, so it doesn't look like a garage. It looks like the extension of my house, but if you can see up there to the right, you're gonna see my garage door opener is still in here, which maybe I could have it taken out, but if I decide to take this wall down and sell the house one day, I would want all of that to be intact. So here is where you all see me crafting. There's my crafting table, and then behind my crafting table, again, I created a beautiful Christmas space. This is the first time that I have ever done a small tree after the holidays are over. I usually move all of my Christmas decor out into my main home, but I just felt like my studio this year needed something lovely, and I found this Christmas tree at a resale shop, and then I just added in some pretty bows, some of those baked oranges, and basically all of the leftover ornaments that I had floating around in my Christmas tote. I'm going to play some music now and let you guys just peek around my Christmas crafting studio.
Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, 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 la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you.
And there is Tinky, my kitty cat, saying hi. She's kind of hard to catch on video, but some of you all that have been with me from the beginning ask about her. So outside on my back porch, I really didn't want to go and buy a bunch of outdoor pillows for this space. So I basically kind of just made like a Christmas tropical space. I took some of my summer garland and added Christmas ribbon and Christmas ornaments to it, and then created a really pretty little lantern to go out on my little space out here. Of course, this space isn't really going to get used that much, so I didn't go too crazy over the top, and I'm already having a little bit of problem with the wind blowing that garland around that's on the little coffee table, but I did add this gingerbread street. I added bows to my little topiaries on either side here, and I do love this space in the summer. It is so fun. And then of course there's Benji Bear. He is the star of the show. He loves being out here. This is his actually place. And then I don't know if you guys saw my video this summer where I did kind of a Barbie back patio makeover, kind of a collaboration with Bear Paint, painting some of my items back here pink. And then to transform it into a Christmas wonderland, I just added in some garland and some cute little trees. Again, I didn't go too crazy or over the top with this space. Maybe I'll decorate it for Valentine's Day. I really do want to do a Valentine's Day home tour for you all.
Melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by
Now Benji Bear wants to bring you guys back inside and share with you guys the main bathroom. Again, I have Christmas pretty much every room in this house, so this is my main bathroom, and I did my same curtaining effect. I found the pretty little ornament wreath at a resale shop, and then I just added garland above the mirror. The picture again is from the resale shop, and my curtaining technique, I basically glued two curtains together and then added panels to either side. I have a pretty balsam Bath and Body Works candle going. I put some of my bathroom goodies into really pretty jars, and then I shared a DIY with you guys about how to create that pretty little Christmas towel, and then that's just a cute little Dollar Tree snowman that I added. But it really does feel so festive and cozy in my home, and it's such a blessing and honor to have you all take a tour of my home. I have one more space to share with you guys, which is some of the outdoor that I have decorated as well.
Christmas memories. Yes, these are the good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you.
So this is my fun Christmas front porch. I shared a DIY with you guys on how to create these presents, and also this beautiful garland and even the wreath on my front door. I feel like the front door space is just such a festive, fun space, and every time we come home, it just brings a smile to my face.
To see you again. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hanging by the fire chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.
Welcome in, romantic home family, and welcome to my 2024 home tour. I am so excited to share what I have done with my home this year. And starting out with my exterior, I just did, of course, a garland, and then you guys know, beautiful wreaths with bows. So fun. I've done a very traditional decor this year, so come on in. Welcome, romantic home family, and welcome if you all are new. I am Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys my Christmas home tour for 2024. I'm starting out with the living room because this is probably the place that I spend the most time in, and it's also the most decorated and super festive and Christmassy. Starting out with my big, beautiful Christmas tree. I went very traditional this year with tons of reds, golds, poinsettias, all of the beautiful ornaments, and I have shared a tutorial on every single spot that has been decorated in my home for this season. So if you want to see step by step on how I did this tree, I have a video especially dedicated to that, as well as my mantle, my dining room, my kitchen. So let me talk to you guys about this Christmas tree. I went very formal, very traditional, very over the top. I started out using a really beautiful red and gold ribbon, actually that I found at Walmart. Believe it or not, I was super impressed, but it has just the most beautiful detail in it. And then I added in, of course, the big, beautiful mercury glass ornaments. I added in some really pretty sparkling ornaments, and then I love adding in pins. So I have a lot of really beautiful fancy ornaments, but I also have tucked into my tree some little heirloom kids ornaments. My sweet little sister-in-law sent this to me. She made little elf ornaments for every kid, so that was so sweet. And I just popped them in with all of the regular Christmas decor that I have going on. I also love just using sparkling picks. Look at how beautiful this is with the pretty glitter and the little frosted berry. And these kind of little picks just are so nice to pop into your tree to really give it that little bit of extra movement, sparkle, and shine. Now moving into my Christmas living room, let's talk about my mantle. I love going super over the top with my mantle. I laid down a really lovely little evergreen base and layered that in with a couple of different picks. I also have this big, beautiful cherub. as my center point, and then I layered in some really, really beautiful jumbo ornaments. I always make really big over-the-top bows, and if you guys want a tutorial on this entire mantle, I have that in a separate video. I'll try to link my Christmas playlist in the description box below for you all. Now this year I went a little bit more fun and traditional, and I added in my kids' stockings. So usually I do, you know, just a fancy stocking that goes with, you know, the decor, but this year I just decided to pop in my kids' stockings because they're almost becoming vintage now because my kids are older. I have one graduating from high school and one graduating from college. So I have this cute little Santa ornament, and then this was my daughter's from when she was a baby. This is her little pink poodle ornament or stocking. It's so, so precious. Another detail in this mantle that you guys might notice are these beautiful bells. I added those again just for some nostalgia. And then over here I have some little heirloom stockings as well. I have to show these to you guys because every year the kids get the same stocking, and so it's just so fun to have those memories with little Santa and then also the cute little snowman. And we actually used to have a Mickey stocking, but I don't know what happened to it. I think it went home with somebody or something, just it got lost in the shuffle. So that other Santa one actually kind of replaced Mickey. So I just added these in, and so this is super full and fun, but you know what, I love it like that. So I also did something different this year, and I added in some magnolia branches and also these kind of just feathery furry things. They were from my fall decor, but I just want to encourage you guys to think outside the box. This is my favorite little chair that if you guys ever see me just, you know, popping in, I found this on Amazon. And then of course a pretty little festive snowflake pillow done in all these beautiful traditional red. Okay friends, welcome into my elegant Christmas dining room. There's nothing in my teacup, but check out these beautiful elegant dishes that I found at my local thrift store. In fact, this whole set is from my local thrift store, including my dining room table and chairs, which might be a little bit dated, but I'm a little bit dated, and so, oh well. I love to add a little bit of extra romance using cherub candle holders. How precious are these? Now they had a bit of a funny finish on them, so I just went in with a bright gold, metallic gold, and then of course I love adding special little details. I made this pretty little napkin, and then I just added the rose. I had friends over for Friendsgiving, and they were just so in wow, I guess, of my tablescape. And so also my family, it just gives everything a little bit of a fancier feel if you lay down a pretty tablecloth, some beautiful dishes, some candles. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be perfect, but a tablecloth and some pretty dishes, and just even setting your silverware out really is going to give it an elevated look. Now let's take a peek over here also at my mirror. So this mirror is rather tall, and I have it hung closer up to the ceiling because of its height. But for the decor on this mirror, I went ahead and just did a very traditional garland, and then I did big giant bows. You all know I love big bows. I also added a big giant bow to my chandelier. I just think it makes it feel everything very, very fancy. I wanted it to feel very elegant, like it was a Hallmark movie. Back here in the background, I've done a beautiful Christmas floral, and I did tutorials on everything you see on my chandelier, on how I set my table, on this elegant floral. I didn't do one on the garland because I think I did that just really quickly. But to elevate this floral in the corner, I added a lamp back behind it. And so that's gonna just make it pop out a little bit. And let me turn the light off so you all can see how it looks. So it just gives it a really nice cozy glow, especially in the evening time when I don't wanna have, you know, the big lights on. And sometimes I'll even eat dinner with more of the lights turned low. Let me turn over here in the corner. Now this is actually the door that goes from my home into my Christmas crafting studio. But I have done this super large, look at how large this wreath is. I shared a tutorial with you all last year on this. I'd love to do a big statement piece that is going to mix in with my Christmas tree, and then also with my chandelier decor, my table decor, and then it even moves all the way up to the top. Let me show you guys something really cool over here. If they're charged, it's not charged, but I have the prettiest museum light that is it's rechargeable, which I should have had charged, but it goes over this pretty little kind of Victorian picture that I have, and then I just have the little mirrors on either side. I found these at a booth with one of my friends, flea market booth. I love flea marketing. So I saved a seat for each and every one of you all at my table. I would love to have you join. So let's have a cup of Christmas tea or coffee or hot cocoa. Wouldn't that be lovely if I could just invite each and every one of you all to sit next to me? We could catch up, talk about our day, talk about our year, just talk about all the things. We actually did that on Friendsgiving when I had all of my girlfriends over. We sat here for several hours and talked. And the same happened with my Christmas, or with my Thanksgiving with my family, which is somewhat unusual. Everybody seems to kind of migrate into the living room. But this year, for some reason, I feel like everybody just really wanted to sit and talk and catch up. And I think that that is just so nice and lovely. And maybe it was just the romantic setting, you know. And when I say romantic, I think romance can be, you know, just romanticizing your life. So making every day very special, even if there's nothing super special going on. I feel like that's something that all of us can do. And by having a beautiful little lovely table set out, and again, everything that you see here is thrifted, except for I did have a lovely company, Rose Forever, last year. They sent me these beautiful roses, and I may have to contact them again because it's almost time probably for me to get some new ones, although they have held up so beautifully. They're definitely worth the money. If you guys have a chance to go on their little website, it's Rose Forever New York. I think I have them linked in the description box below. But they were so sweet to send that to me last year, and I just really cherish those roses, of course. And then even finding these pretty little Christmas dishes at the thrift store. They're cheap dishes. They're, you know, just from Kmart, I think, back in the day. But I love them, and I think that they look super pretty, and they just give it a little bit of a romantic feel. So some festive dinnerware, even if it's, I've even used plastic dinnerware before and just made it festive and a little bit more fancy by tying a pretty napkin and then setting out your silverware. Now to set out your silverware, you want to do a large fork and a small fork. To the left, this is how you set a little bit more of a formal setting, and line those up nicely. And then to your right, you're going to set out your butter knife and your spoon. You should probably polish them. Mine are not. We use these every day. So, and my kitty cat Tinky likes to pop up on the table during the week and eat her food up here, which this is set out to show you guys how I'm going to be doing my Christmas dinner. So what I'll have to do is remove all the dishes, wash the tablecloth, do all the things before I actually have guests over, and then Tiki's not allowed on the table before guests come. So, and actually when it's just me at home, she eats at one end and then I eat at the other. So I guess I dine with Tinky. I have a black kitty cat. She's an indoor-outdoor kitty cat. I have a little friend in here. Apologies if you see him flying around. But anyway, let's move on to my Christmas kitchen. So welcome into my festive Christmas kitchen. Again, I have another cup with nothing in it, but look at how adorable this mug is. I have recently turned from a coffee drinker into a tea drinker, which there's nothing wrong with coffee. It's just a personal choice. I've been a coffee drinker for probably 20 something years, and recently just decided to start drinking tea. But for this year, I decided to decorate my cabinets with this super adorable big ribbon, and I shared with you guys a tutorial. You've probably seen it if you've been on my social media pages, that I just added ribbon and just pretended like my cabinet was a big giant present. Now over here in the corner, I have all of my little prayer cards, and these are Dollar Tree prayer cards, but every morning, or I try to most mornings, I do a little today's prayer, and I'll just share with you guys on my Instagram story or my Facebook story, and I turn it over. It's the first thing I do first thing in the morning. The first thing I do is have some water, but then I come over here, I make some tea in my little teapot, and I read whatever little prayer card is. This one says, bless those who persecute you, don't curse them, pray that God will bless them. let's see another one. They're all so sweet. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Proverbs 4:23. So they're all a scripture, and they're just lovely. And then of course I have my cute little gingerbread over here. Over here, I have become addicted to cooking in this big giant pan, and this is McKenzie Child's. I got it on the barn sale, and I actually have food in it. It is a rice and chickpea and vegetable mixture. Apologies that it's not a big Christmas dinner, but I have been on a health kick lately, and so I have been cooking really healthy food. I love if you guys I shop at Aldi's, and if you guys shop at Aldi's and get their rice quinoa mixture, in fact, I'll show you guys exactly what it is. It has tons of protein, and if you don't do a whole lot of meat, which my daughter is vegetarian, so I've become a little bit more on the vegetarian side, but this is a quinoa and brown rice. It's 90 seconds, you pop it to the microwave, but it is so healthy for you. It has 9 grams of protein in it, and it's just really good for your digestive system, all those fun things. And then over here is where I cook. I prep all of my vegetables and food here, and then I have this cute little, look at how adorable. You guys can tell I went through a big McKenzie Child's stage, which I still love their stuff, and I will tell you their enamelware, it's really worth it. It holds up really well, and I think they use some kind of gold rimming on it, but look at how adorable this is. And then I have just all my little pink goodies here. Here's a fun little tutorial that I shared with you guys, was these little Dollar Tree gingerbread, and I just use these in my kitchen because I did a big gingerbread theme in here. I decorated all underneath my cabinets, if you guys can see, with just a fun garland and all that kind of fun stuff. And then the showstopper up here. And then the showstopper up here is this beautiful gingerbread garland that I created. It's so over the top. It's so fun and fabulous. And then I have the little companion over here. And then over here, we have more of my little Christmas kitchen, which I did these cabinets, and I did these pretty little red curtains. And then of course, this is just real life going on over here. But look at how cute these little dish soap is. I added in some little totally dazzled Christmas jewels. I just thought that would be fun. And I just hot glued them to the top part of my dish bottle soap there. So here is just this side of my kitchen with the cute little things I did underneath the counter. I also put gingerbread street here. This is my big gingerbread house, and that's where I keep all of my teacups that are laid out on the dining room table. And then I even added some big peppermints there. So let's go and pop into another space in my home that you guys might enjoy seeing. Now I'm just taking you guys with me. This is my little hallway. So at the end of this hallway, it's actually a really boring hallway, but I made it look really cool. My furnace is back here, okay? So what I did was I hung a mirror at the top. You guys probably, if you're in a small little starter home like me, you probably have a hallway similar to this. So what I did is I hung a mirror up here, and then I added a big greenery piece here, of course, with loads of ornaments. I ran out of ribbon, so I simply used the tail of this ribbon, and then I cut fabric bows. I just cut big pieces of fabric, that fabric that I found at the thrift store that I had used in the packages that were in my studio. And then I found this cute little Santa at the thrift store. I thought he was really festive and looked good in with those purples. So this is a nice way. And then I hung a really inexpensive curtain rod back here and I put my curtain up there. But look at how beautiful that looks. I think it's so fabulous. And then I'm gonna show you guys my bedrooms. Okay, so this is my bedroom. I have not done a whole lot of crazy over the top decor in here, but I did do the big beautiful Christmas wreath. And then I left my bedding light this year. Last year I went with really dark bedding. I added in this cute little fun pillow. It says, "Oh, what fun," because I feel like it should be fun when you're getting ready to go to sleep. There's also reversible. We can do it either way. Okay, and then this wreath is actually giant. I don't know if you can tell how big it is. This is a large wall, but I just thought that would look really pretty. And then I still have my jaguar picture up there, which it probably maybe doesn't go perfectly with this room theme, but I don't know, I thought it looked pretty because of the gold. And last year I had a lot of really deep reds. Now, I just kind of snuggled up some little fuzzy ornaments here, and then I left the pink curtains because the pink is suede. And then of course I've kind of winterized my back porch over here. And then over here is really fun, where I have my pretty pink Christmas tree. Welcome into my pink bathroom. Well, really it's white, but I have decorated it with some pink Christmas goodies, starting with this candlestick, which is really oversized, and I just wanted it to be the statement piece. And then of course I have my pink shower curtain. I go almost all the way to the ceiling with my shower curtains, and actually this is a regular just curtain. And the shower curtain is back behind it. I found this beautiful treasure at the thrift store. Of course, you guys know my favorite place. And then I have these cute little pink curtains over here. How cute are those? And then a little Christmas touch up here with my festive reindeer. He is looking so handsome with his big, he needs to be turned, I guess, a little bit more out. There we go. Anyway, so cute. My bathroom is absolutely tiny. And then I just have my little Christmas soap, and then I love this little chair picture. I feel like it's so festive as well. So there is my little Christmas bathroom. I hope you guys are loving it. You guys can probably hear my little puppy dog Benji Bear here. I also did something a little bit different here. I did kind of like a big picture collage. Benji Bear has his little stairs right there. You know, if you guys look very closely, you'll probably see some hair because he sleeps with me. He doesn't have fleas. Why are you scratching? Hi there, honey. Oh, so handsome. Look at how handsome he is. He got a blowout last weekend. He would have been even more handsome last weekend, but we think you're handsome still today. He's got his little scarf on. This isn't actually a Christmas scarf, but it was red. It has little hearts, and because Benji Bear is romantic home with Olivia. Okay. And I love this little screensaver. Look at how cute this is. You guys just type in pink Christmas, and it has a little fireplace sound. Isn't that nice? And then it just goes along with the pretty and pink Christmas. Now I have to share with you guys my other Christmas bedroom, and this is actually my son Max's bedroom, but I've turned it into kind of a guest bedroom. And I love how it turned out. And I used all of the bedding that I already had on hand. I created the faux kind of backdrop because I don't have a headboard in here, but I just used curtains. And then I framed him and his little girlfriend's senior signs because they were 2020 kids. And then for a Christmas festive touch, I added in just a little peppermint pillow. And then this is just kind of some inexpensive bedding that I found at TJ Maxx. The pillows match in, and I found this pretty faux fur bedding at Target for $30 for the whole set on clearance last year. And to kind of elevate this room, I know these lamps are way too big for this space, but you know what? I'm just using what I have. But I feel like I elevated it by kind of adding in this mirror. And then I love to do symmetrical things, and so I added in those roses. And then of course, just a little touch with some Christmas Southern Living cookbooks. Even though my son really doesn't cook, but his girlfriend does. And so here is how it looks. I feel like this is the first time I've actually ever got to get this bedroom to kind of come together. But here is the Christmas tree in here. It's so pretty. I shared with you guys a tutorial on how I created this. It's a little over the top. The bow got a little big. It's a little bow heavy. And then my sweet friend Lorena gave me this beautiful Victorian picture for my birthday, and I just thought it looked so pretty in here. And I hung some little vintage stockings that I found at the thrift store. So we'll see how this looks over here. And then here I just have a pretty little candle. There's my son and his girlfriend and their puppy dog. And then I just have like a little acrylic holy couple. And then I like to keep for them a couple of water bottles. It looks like they've already used a couple of them. And then just like a little snack mix for when they're home. And then to cover up the outlet down there, I did a fake present. And then I went to the thrift store and just found a bunch of red books. And then this was from Max's wrestling days. He was on Ozark Sports Zone and he took 6th in state. I put some little teacups in here, and then of course my little Santa. This is so fun. Isn't that fun?
This is the main workshop. Between building a teddy bear for Alice and a race car for Tommy, we're assembling your gift right now.
It's so cute. It has all different kinds of little things. And then this little book is called The Red Suit Diaries. How cute is that? It's like a little Santa Claus book. Anyway, but I just found some fun little red books at the thrift store. Now welcome in to my Christmas crafting studio. I did my Christmas crafting studio in pink. I did this beautiful satin bow. I also added in some of these handmade ornaments, and these are so absolutely sweet. You can tell I've just stuck them in there, but check these out. We made these in one of my little crafts. They're made out of cardboard, kind of like to make it look like it's a McKenzie child's type of creation. I also think that those are gonna be really cute on my pink Christmas tree for Valentine's Day, which I'm gonna do my big living room Christmas tree for Valentine's Day. And should I do a Valentine's Day tree in my Christmas crafting studio? Let me know. We're gonna go all the way hearts and all the fun stuff. Also, I have this sweet little faux cake. I love these to decorate with. I shared this with you guys also in a DIY. And I made several of them actually during the spring summer session. I also shared with you guys this beautiful romantic wreath, so fabulous and gorgeous. And then this super sweet little garland over here. This was from Michael's years and years ago. I get so many questions on that. So I know originally, you guys, I was a pink Christmas gal, and I actually had a spread in 2017 Vintage Holiday Magazine for Pink Christmas. So here is the magazine that I was in. It's Vintage Holiday Magazine, and up at the top it says DIYs for a Sugar Plum Dream Home, and that was my home. So let me share with you guys. This was the largest spread in the most well-known, renowned magazine that I had ever done, and I think I'm pretty close into the front. Yep, here it is. So I had one of you all request me to share this home tour with you because I did video it, and this was back when I first started YouTube, so the video is a little bit shaky, but here was the actual spread on my home. So it was really sweet. It was a really wonderful little interview and all that fun stuff. So anyway, I have been doing Pink Christmas back in the day where there was nothing pink out there, and I think that's probably why my Etsy shop was so popular, because I did have an Etsy shop where I made exclusively pink Christmas and pink Easter and pink holiday things for ladies who loved pink. So I hope you guys are loving my little pink spot out here at my Christmas crafting studio. I'm thinking actually next year I might do a pastel Christmas. I've done red now for probably the last 3 or 4 years. I did pop in a glam in between all of that, but anyway, let me know what you guys think my next year's style or theme should be. I love Christmas, so that's why I kind of do different styles in every room. I also shared with you guys a tutorial on how to create this big pink satin bow. Mine got a little fluffy. You guys necessarily wouldn't have to do it that big. Also, I love using the pink poinsettias. And if you guys were along for the ride with me this summer, we went crazy with the pink coffee filter roses. So I have a tutorial on all my pages on that, so we'll make some more of them also probably for Valentine's Day, because even though they've held up pretty well, I put some of them in a garland and then had to yank them out so it pulled them loose. So we're going to be making some use ones of those. And anyway, so thank you guys for joining me in my little pink Christmas crafting studio. So thank you guys so much for joining me on my cozy Christmas home tour marathon. What did you all think about it? Isn't it crazy how different my house is just kind of from season to season? I always try to come up with a little bit of a new idea, but also use the things that I already have on hand. I have been on this in my home for 20 plus years. I raised my children here, and now I'm gonna be an empty nester next year. I have a senior in high school and a senior in college. Wow, where has the time gone? And you guys have been here with me almost half that journey. I think next year I'm gonna have been on YouTube for 7, 8 years. I need to go back and find my actual start date because I feel like I'm bouncing around between 6 and 8 years. Anyway, YouTube informed me that I am now verified, which means there's a little check mark by my channel, which is super cool, I guess. It is. I was really honored. I almost started crying. You know, because it's a lot. It's a lot to put on these little videos. It's just me, you guys, and this camera. I do all the editing and crafting and planning of videos and all that fun stuff. So it can be a lot, but it has also been a blessing because this is what I love to do. And so many of you all have been touched by what I love to do, and you all have touched me. You have really touched my heart. I can't even begin to tell you how proud of this YouTube community I am. I can honestly tell you, I can go into my comment section on any video, any year, and find so many beautiful comments. I'm sure that there are negative ones. I try not to put much stock into that because I feel like, you know, when people leave a negative comment, it's not really much about me, it's more about them. So anyway, so all those fun things, but thank you guys for being here, and thank you for all of the positivity, for the prayers. This is a family to me. It's really a community. It's more of a community. It's a community, but it's also more of a family because, you know, I listen to your stories, I read your comments, and I'm just so blessed by them. So thank you. Now, real quick, we are going to do a devotional, and then I'm gonna let you get back to whatever you have going on for your Christmas. In fact, in the comment section below, let me know, what are you doing right now for Christmas? How are you guys Christmasing? Are you baking? Are you cleaning? Are you decorating? Are you just relaxing and watching Christmas movies? All the fun things. And if you're baking or cooking, let me know what recipe you're making because I always need new recipes. So we have been reading out of this devotional, He Whispers Your Name by Cherry Hill, and this devotional is called Perfected Peace. I want you living in my continual joy and victory because of what I've done for you. My hand is in every detail of your life. The sacrifice of my Son has made a way for my love and grace to pour out to you unconditionally. If you're living in my peace, my joy, and my victory, it doesn't mean life will be without challenges. If you've lived free of troubles, you would never have the opportunity to experience the power of my presence. You'd never be assured that your faith was real. You'll find the grace and strength you need in my presence. I am using your circumstances, good and bad, to deepen your relationship with me. No matter what you face, even in the worst adversities, are within my control, and I promise to deliver you in my way and time. Trust that I know what I'm doing. Whether or not you rest in my peace depends on how deeply you trust my character and how surrendered you are to my will for your life. Let go and let me do what I can do in the midst of your trials. Worship and wait. Worship while you wait and know that I'll make a way. My joy and victory aren't far behind. Just keep looking up. Be confident and at peace. I have told you these things so that in me you may have perfect peace and confidence. In the world you have tribulation and trials and distress and frustration. But be of good cheer. Take courage. Be confident and certain. For I have overcome the world, and I have deprived it of power. To harm you and have conquered it for you. And that's John 16:33. So I love that. Oh my goodness, the fact that God gives us his perfect peace and the fact that God has overcome the world is something just amazing. I love y'all, and I am just so thankful for each and every one of you. I hope this devotional has blessed you and that you are finding peace in some of my readings. I've been sharing one at the end of every single video in this I Love Christmas series. Now, looking forward to our future with so much joy, I'm going to be sharing with you guys Valentine's Day and some winter decor crafts coming up. I am so excited. I also want to share with you guys some of my tidy up Christmas tips. I have so many different ideas for this new season. I'm going to be taking a little break after Christmas into the New Year's, but I will be back after the New Year, and I cannot wait to see you guys then. I want to wish you a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed holiday, blessed, Merry Christmas. Thank you for being part of my family. Thank you for being here. If you need prayer, drop those prayer requests down below. I know everybody's going through something, but just know that God is greater, God is good, and God has you, and God gives you peace. A quick little tip on how I find peace is I read my devotionals, I read my little Dollar Tree prayer cards every morning. I try to live in the seat of gratitude, just being thankful for every single little thing, and even being thankful for some of those trials can really help. I also like to keep my body moving. I walk a lot. Sometimes I even walk and cry. And I try to tidy up my house and decorate, and I just try to stay on the sunny side of life. So I love y'all. I want to hug all of your hearts so tight. I wish you were here having a cup of tea or coffee or cocoa with me, but since you're not, we'll just pretend. But I wish you a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed Merry Christmas. Until our next video, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, and we'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.